Rica and Belize, with Costa Rica getting a dominant performance by a score of 13-0. Now we get the nightcap between Guatemala and Nicaragua, as both teams are in search of 3 points here in Managua. A chance to possibly win the division is the ultimate goal, as we take a look at the temperature. 68 degrees, rain at 35%, wind at 11 miles per hour. So it should be a clean, clear game here tonight from Managua, and that'll mean good things for both these sides. Don't have to worry about players having to slip on the field. And we'll look at the standings again. Mentioned it moments ago, Costa Rica with that dominant performance as they get the first 3 points here in group play. This Nicaragua side and Guatemala side looking for their first 3 points and a chance to possibly move on to qualifications if they win the round of play here in group play. We'll step aside for the moment. When we return, we will start back with our starting 11.
Boy, lady. ¿Por qué me dicen boy? Bueno, y te quiero. ¿Qué bella? No, pero que es que tengo como que...
Crowd out tonight here at the capital city of Managua as Guatemala looks to take on Nicaragua in their first games here on day 2. It'll be a fun one as we'll step aside and listen to the national anthems of Guatemala and Nicaragua.
A continuación nos ponemos de pie para entonar las notas sagradas del himno nacional de Nicaragua.
The stage is set at Estadio Nacional de Football in Managua, Nicaragua, as the host country gets to see their first action here on the pitch as they will take on Guatemala. There you get our referees in the center as the captains will come together there at the middle of the line. 3 points on the line as we take a look at our starting 11. We'll begin with Guatemala. Andrea Quinones will be the goalkeeper tonight. Flor Perla, Juliana Reynoso, Adriana Olayo, the captain Jamiri Mavet, Sarah Soto, Karen Gonzalez, Dina Polanco, Bazal Cantaras, as well as Paula Maya and Wendy Shimale. The coach is Gloria Aguilar. There you look at our 4 officials in the middle this evening. Sandra Benitez will be in the middle of the field tonight. Angela Santiago and Angelica Pena will both be on the touchlines, and Marianne Leon will be our 4th official tonight between Nicaragua and Guatemala. Guatemala looking for their first 3 points as well as Nicaragua. This is Group F play, and you look at what's happened so far in Group F. Costa Rica with a great game, a complete game tonight, as they got the victory by a score of 13-0 against Belize. For these two teams, they're going to look to respond. They just want to get the 3 points. Doesn't necessarily need to be 13-0, but the more goals you score, the better when you look at goal differential as well here in qualifications. Again, Concacaf Women's U20 Championship qualifying continue here. 27 teams are vying for 6 berths in the championship. Winners of each group will advance to the U20 Championship to take on USA and Mexico from May 24th through June 3rd in Santo Domingo Republic, the Dominican Republic. As we take a look now at the starting 11 for Nicaragua, Ashoka Garcia will be starting between the pipes. Katrina Rivera, Cynthia Calero, the captain, Sarah Cruz, Stella Velate, Aria Mejia, Adriana Manguia, Jennifer Cervantes, Perla Garash, Amelia Molina, and Ashlyn Ortiz will be the starting 11. Head coach is Jennifer Fernandez. Guatemala tonight will be in the all-white kits with the blue diagonal stripe. Meanwhile, for Nicaragua, they will be in the all-blue kits with the white numbers. Nicaragua hosting both groups E and F here. You saw the crowd out in the stands this evening. Parents, family, friends, supporters in attendance. You look at 6 games being played today. In the previous ones, in all 5, the opposition that lost the game did not score a goal. We'll see if that changes here tonight or if that's going to be a complete trend for Saturday. Day 2 of action. Yesterday we saw 5 games in play. El Salvador and Cuba began things in the afternoon yesterday. Nicaragua will begin with the ball. Just waiting for our go-ahead whistle to begin. Sandra Benitez just waiting to give the go. There, a great look at Garcia, the keeper of Nicaragua, as well as Jennifer Fernandez. Some last nerves being shook off by both sides. Adriana Manguia will play this out, as there you get a look at the keeper, Quinones. And we are underway from Estadio Nacional de Football in Managua, Nicaragua. Josh Toll with you as Nicaragua will begin with the ball. This is played out wide to Villalta. Villalta playing it down the line, looking to connect with Manguia. Manguia turns back and retreats towards midfield. Now played into the circle to Cervantes. Cervantes knocked off the ball, but Nicaragua will control possession, then they give it away. This ball sprayed down the field. No one ahead here for Guatemala. So things will slow down at the moment for Garcia. Both teams with experience here, U20, as this will be played away by Garcia. She plays for Somotillo FC for her club football, as this is played out wide. Villalta will bring it all the way back. Calero, the captain, hits off a knee and goes to midfield. Now turning with his Soto, drops it back. Dispossessed of the ball by Munguia. Munguia playing to no one in particular. She played it behind her and did her target. Now played up. That pass was intended for Garage. So right now, both teams having issues just executing their passes. Cruz denied on the ball. Good job winning the ball there by Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to center that pass, was looking for Perla, who was inside the area. So now here a chance in the attacking third for Guatemala. Chamale will play it in. This one knotted away, though, by Cervantes. Comes to Munguia. Munguia slows down, hits off a leg. Now played back up by Perla. Perla trying to give chase in space, but Ortiz able to cut her off. Little back heel there by Ortiz. Munguia looking to play it to the center of the pitch, but it comes right to the feet of Olayo. Olayo will play it to the wing back. And Mivet, one of the captains here in this game. On the other side, you have Calero. So you got two backliners with the captain's armband. Rivera. Cruz. Here's Ortiz. Ortiz cuts inside. Cervantes. There's Calero playing it up to the center of the field. This goes over Ortiz's head, allows the header there for Perla. No one ahead as this is played to safety for Nicaragua. Ball played out there by Jennifer Cervantes, and there you see the head coach and Jennifer Fernandez for Nicaragua. Directing traffic here at the moment. Chamale plays it in, and she'll have a restart. Neither team with a shot on target as of yet. Neither team with a shot. See if that changes here for Guatemala. Looks like we'll have to wait as Ortiz will find the boot of Cervantes. Cervantes looking for the back heel of Molina, finds her and connects. Good link up there. Contreras played it forward, but no one ahead as it was knotted away. Cervantes drops it off for Ortiz. Ortiz going over the top. Lalta was applying pressure, but not enough. Quinones. Guatemala will build out. Little high press by Munguia and Nicaragua, but Nicaragua laying back. Not a full press there. Well, there you see Vlata forcing the turnover. She was just shoulder to shoulder there with the player that she was marking. Here's Garcia. Nicaragua, though, giving her right back as Amaya will play it back. Reynoso. Vuelta giving chase. Vuelta did force a mistake just moments ago. Reynoso will play this back to her center back partner as it's headed away by Nicaragua. That one hit off the head there of Gonzalez. Turning as the captain, Mivet. Mivet backs up. Ball won back by Nicaragua. Turning with this Cervantes. Played out by the captain, Calero. Villalta down the line. Nice touch passing there by Villalta and company. Villalta on the return. Sends it in with the left foot. Nice ball. And good job by Quinones covering up that ball. Trying to sneak in on the back post was Perla Garage for Nicaragua. Lovely ball. Garage onside. Quinones doing a great job of getting to that ball. Nicaragua starting to gain a little confidence here. And we're going to have our first free kick of the evening coming for Nicaragua. Getting knocked over on the play was Adriana Munguia. Free kicks have paid off plenty in some of the previous matches. You go back to the earlier one tonight in this Group F. Costa Rica taking advantage on 3 free kicks. Had a goal from about this distance that was scored in that one. Jennifer Cervantes sets up at a Real Esteli FC. Cervantes waiting for the go-ahead. Cervantes, back post. Good job by Guatemala preventing any danger from happening. Fighting through here was Amaya. Amaya doing a good job helping her team spring a counter. Bounding forward is Perla, playing it in. Sent to the corner by Nicaragua. And now played out for the first corner of the game for Guatemala. So it looks like Dina Polanco is going to head over to the corner. Also jogging over is Sarah Soto. So Soto will be the player taking this corner. She'll play it short. This will find its way over the crossbar. Dina Polanco, good look there, but sent a riser above the crossbar. Could be a good play here from Guatemala. Battle for the ball, and Nicaragua will win it back. Good job there by Rivera, sticking with it as she nearly turned the ball over. Do not panic, though. That's a huge thing. Staying in control, not panicking in the big moments. Nice little pass outside by Polanco, finding Soto. Soto trying to turn down the line. Want to get there by Sarah Cruz, unable to do so. The captain plays it in. Soto. Lato will win the ball back for Nicaragua. This is sent to midfield. Guatemala will look to spray this wide. Cutting off that angle was Ortiz. Garage back to Ortiz on the overlap. Ortiz knocked off the ball. Good pace here between these two sides. Opening 10 minutes. Best shot of the game coming from Guatemala on a riser over the crossbar. Mejia, Cervantes, Ortiz. Mejia sidesteps one defender. Garage with a chance here. Garage gets the opening goal for Nicaragua, and they're up on the board in the opening 10 minutes. Perla Garage with the opening goal in front of the home fans. Oh, they're going to say she offside. She is offside. So Nicaragua will have to wait for that first goal. Flag came up late, but it was the right call. Garage nearly timing that run perfectly. Chance, there you can see, just offside. There's where the flag comes up. Good job there by our assistant referee. Cervantes took a weird bounce off the foot. Ortiz giving chase, unable to get to the ball first. Little shoulder-to-shoulder action. This will stay with Nicaragua. Good battle there between the two 10s, Polanco and Cervantes for that ball. Nicaragua slowly moving down into the attacking third. Good turn right there by Gonzalez. Gonzalez, 3 defenders back, waits for some help. Perla crossing the ball now, trying to track it down as Rivera for Nicaragua gets there first. Rivera plays for club football at Atletico Somotillo. A lot of the players from Real Esteli FC. You also have from Leones de Managua here for Nicaragua. Managua, the capital city of Nicaragua. Have yet to see a draw so far in qualification. What's also interesting so far about this group play is we have yet to see a team that has lost a game score more than 1 goal. In fact, out of the 11 teams, only 3 teams have scored a goal in the losing effort here in these first 2 days. Goals aplenty for the winning side, other than you look at the El Salvador-Cuba game that kicked off things on Friday afternoon. That was the closest one at 2-1. Cayman Islands versus Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago winning 3-0 in that one. That would be the next closest. Again, you look at this championship qualifying. 27 teams vying for 6 berths into the championship. Winners of each group advance to the U20 championship to join USA Mexico from May 24th to June 3rd in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Perla, nice little threaded ball to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with an opportunity. Steep angle as she loses her footing. Gonzalez will drop it back. Polanco. Good chance there, and that's one that Karen Gonzalez, maybe if she keeps her feet up and doesn't slip, she'll get a better chance. She was at a very harsh angle there for herself. It was going to be tough. You take out that near post, really, when you're that sharp. Trying to go back post is where she wanted to go. You see Polanco tripped up. Not much there from Munguia, but enough. Opening 15 minutes, we are scoreless between Guatemala and Nicaragua. Good speed to this game so far. Soto. Good interception. Coming back there was Molina. Molina just reading that pass perfectly, getting into the lane. Villalta dispossesses the ball. Look at Stella Villalta. She's been active. Plays club football with Arsenal FC. There, a clean pick by Villalta and trying to fight back to get it was the captain, Mavet. Mavet committing the foul, though. Manigua will send this away. Manigua playing her club ball as Zacharias Guerrero. Players lining at the top of the 18. Quinones directing traffic in front. Another keeper yet truly challenged in this game. This ball played down the line. Chance here for Nicaragua. Lalta was the intended target there at the near post. Maya. Good step back right there by Polanco, but then knocked over by Molina. Molina thought it was clean, was not. Nice little step back right there, and then Molina, you can see, does get the ball, but gets the upper quads. Gets both legs there of Polanco. Talk about getting chopped down in half. Soto trying to give it right back to the captain. Vet want to go back to Soto. Little two-player combination football going on. Cruz. Rosh had a chance earlier in the game, but she was offside. It would have been a goal had she been onside. Ortiz popping this ball high into the air. Soto in the circle. Nice ball here for Gonzalez. Gonzalez charging up, and Gonzalez is going to get the first goal of the game for Guatemala in the 19th minute. She had a chance earlier that she sent up and over the crossbar. This time, she finishes. Nice little slip pass here to Karen Gonzalez for the first goal of the game. Beautiful ball. Gonzalez getting behind that back line. And this time, she puts it in the left corner. Nothing Garcia can do. Full tilt trying to save this. But Gonzalez gets the first tally on the board. Beautiful shot right there from Gonzalez. Opening goal for Guatemala. Now for Nicaragua, no reason to panic. You've already shown that you can be a threat as well. Again, you take away the goal that Garage thought she had if she was onside, and Nicaragua looking to dial it up the same way. Almost a copycat play right there. Contreras will at least have a throw for her country as we enter the 21st minute. I think this is the longest we went here to begin qualification in terms of a team scoring a goal. Definitely the longest we went here in Group F. Same thing goes for Group E, the other group that's playing here in Managua. Ball played to space. Rosh wanted to go between the legs, was attempting the nutmeg, unable to get by. Ortiz coming up and sticking that pass try. Seen good back and forth football here between these two countries. Possession about even. Slightly favoring Guatemala. But right now, Guatemala doing a good job keeping Nicaragua at arm's length. Seen a few different teams here crumble under pressure, but not the case so far for either one of these sides. Seen strong attack and strong back lines. Rosh crosses midfield as she's knocked off the ball there by Perla. We have seen in some of these games his tired legs. We'll see if that plays a factor once again in this one. Of course, that always typically comes in the second half. You'll see those players take a little bit of a longer rest when they hit the surface. Ortiz crossing in. Molina looking for Villalta, who is trying to get back on side. Calero, the captain. Down the line, nice ball there from the captain. Little mistouch there by Lyle, but Quiñones able to slow down the ball as she will now pick it up. Guatemala actually the home team in this game tonight, in this round robin at group play. Nicaragua, though, hosting here in Managua at Estadio Nacional de Football. Seen some fun games here in these opening 2 days. Had supporters out for all 4 games, but you think right here with Nicaragua hosting, this will be one of the bigger matches. Karen Gonzalez with the lone goal coming about 5 minutes ago. That goal, first here in qualification for Guatemala, as this is their first game. First game as well for Nicaragua. That off the body of Garrosh. Ortiz. Stabbed down. Villalta has Molina ahead. She'll go over to Munguia. Munguia at the top of the area. Munguia looking for that back post, slicing right. I like the thought process right there by Munguia. Had Quiñones coming out on that near post. Had the backside open. That's where she elected to go. But instead of getting it to bend inwards, kept just bending outwards. See, no panic here from Nicaragua. That's always a good sign. Sarasota able to get up under her own power. Look at Gloria Aguilar right there, the head coach of Guatemala. Nothing too harsh there by Molina, but she has to be careful. That's a couple times now that she is committed a foul. No yellow cards as of yet. Soto playing this outside, no one there but Katrina Rivera. Rivera once again. Cervantes will play it back. Now played over to the right by Cruz. Calero. Brought down by Villalta. Villalta trying to continue the ball. Perla. Ortiz having a great game so far at that left back position. Mejia plays it into the circle. Villalta turns back to Mejia. Mejia out to the wing. Intended for Molina, and right there is Quinones. You like the confidence of Quinones. Very clear when she wants to go up to scoop up the ball, and very clear when she's staying back and she wants her back line to handle everything. You can even see the communication right there with telling her players to get forward, get forward. Such a key at a young age. When you look at these players as teenagers, just being clear of what they expect. This one gets by Ortiz, and maybe a chance here now for Guatemala as they look for two. Spilled, though, in the area. No foul. Going down was the goal-scoring Gonzalez. Lalta trying to direct traffic. She was planning the pass ahead as she's knocked over on the play by Mavet. This one chipped on. Gonzalez will drop it off. Soto, who's had an active first half. 30 minutes into this game, Guatemala up 1-0 over Nicaragua here at Estadio Nacional de Fútbol in Managua, Nicaragua. Josh Toll with you this evening. Garage had a goal call back due to offside, and offside flag is up right on cue. Second time Garage guilty of offside. Soto right now on the shoulder of Gonzalez, did enough to force Gonzalez to play it out. See if Nicaragua here can get some build-up on this half of the field. Cervantes connects, able to link up. Munguia. I don't know if she wanted to go from distance right there. Had Molina at front. Either way, not enough power if that was a shot. Might have been caught between two decisions there. Garage popping this one over. Molina was the intended target there, trying to get between two defenders. Amelie Molina has been active on both sides, offensively and defensively. Has a couple fouls, so has to be careful of getting booked. Good job there, winning the ball right back by Cervantes, and then Nicaragua gives it back and gets it back in return. A little sloppy play from both sides here. Gonzalez trying to get past the defender, Sarah Cruz. Good battle here. And let's see if Cruz is called for the foul. Cruz's arm went up into the chin of Gonzalez. See Gonzalez holding that chin. This happening just outside the area. Gonzalez trying to spin around, and there you see the left arm go up and get the chin. Not what you want to do there if you're Sarah Cruz. And this will be the first booking of the game. Cruz arguing. Luckily, though, this is just a yellow card with that elbow coming up right there. Cruz saying her jersey was being held, trying to argue her case. Guess it could have been worse there for Nicaragua. Just get the yellow card. You didn't have to worry about the free kick. Gonzalez, they're going to say onside. Cruz thought she was off. See where this battle goes between these two tonight. Gonzalez repelled away by Nicaragua. Anguilla will push up. Molina. It's too heavy of a touch right there by Molina. Had the right idea. Needs to be a little bit softer. Allow her teammate to run into the ball. Here's Wendy Charlemagne. Plays at Comunicaciones FC. Long throw as that gets by Ashton Ortiz, but Ortiz able to get to the ball before Perla. Perla doing enough to put pressure on Ortiz, though. Now you look at Guatemala back in the final third. Molina. Garcia. Cruz with the yellow card. Clean game so far, though, other than that yellow. Last thing you want to do is play a player down. You have to think if either one of these teams does, for whatever reason, get a player down, that's going to open a lot of space up on the field, and either team will be able to pounce on that opportunity. Villalta directing. Villalta You see Nicaragua getting the right ideas, just too heavy of a touch here on these last couple passes. Just the one goal here coming from Karen Gonzalez in the 19th minute for Guatemala. Final game of the night. 6 different groups, A through F. Winner will move on. Winner gets berth into the championship as they will join the U.S. and Mexico. And the championship will be May 24th through June 3rd in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Of course, the ultimate goal to get into the U20 World Cups next year. Top 3 teams from the championship will advance to the U20 FIFA World Cup. See if maybe we get some surprises this year, as that's right into the gut of Garcia. Good interception right there from Cervantes. Cervantes working away outside. Munguia turns away. Rivera inside. This ball played out into the channel. Getting there first is Munguia. Munguia turns. Scoop pass into the area. And played out for our corner. Just playing that was Olayo. Lyle, you can see the frustration knowing that she had more time, didn't need to play it out past the end line. Adriana Munguia will head over to the far corner. Played short on the return. Good job there by Guatemala, preventing anything from happening on that corner. The original setup looked good for Nicaragua. Once the ball was played into Cervantes, you could see the defense of Guatemala just attacking Cervantes, forcing her to play it back, and this is what they wanted to do. And then Nicaragua was hoping to get across and unable to do so. You can see Munguia explain what the thought process there was on the corner. She wanted to wrap around. About 5 minutes remains here in the opening half. Of course, we have a little stoppage time added on. Probably not much by the way everything looks so far here in the opening 40 minutes of play. Final game of the evening here. Molina getting ready. Garage trying to squeeze through 4 players. Vuelta drops it off. See if this is a corner for Nicaragua. No, they're going to say goal kick. You look at Guatemala will play Monday, 6 p.m. against Belize. Meanwhile, Nicaragua will be off. Nicaragua Wednesday at 9 p.m. once again, and that'll be against Belize. Soto. Calero trying to get to the ball. Good shoulder-to-shoulder action. Good battle right there between Calero as well as Amaya of Guatemala. That Nicaragua looking for a goal to level things up here before the break. See the arm of Villalta being held there. Look at this main front three, Villalta, Molina, as well as Garage for Nicaragua. They've had opportunities. None of them dangerous enough other than the Garage goal that was offside. Cervantes. Manguia turns. Gonzalez, the lone goal scorer so far, going 1-on-4 at the moment. Had 3 players surrounding her, and then back was Cruz, just in case she somehow slipped through all 3. Could this be the moment here before the break for Nicaragua? Rivera tackled to the ground. Oh, good hustle there by Villalta to get the ball back for Nicaragua. Rivera, we still have a player down for Guatemala. And this is sent out by Guatemala. It's Mavet that's slow to get up. Good fight for the ball between both those players. So Mavet is up and ready to go, and another corner here for Nicaragua as we have one more player down in the area for Guatemala, and she's up. You have to think both these two teams looking to get into the locker rooms for some water, a little bit of a rest. Perla, Rosh going down to the surface on that challenge. And there is the whistle to end the first 45 minutes of play. And Guatemala with the lone goal here in the opening 45 minutes coming from Karen Gonzalez in the 19th minute. After 45, Guatemala 1, Nicaragua 0. 45 minutes in the books. We had great action that opening half of play. Let's see what we have in store for us here in the second half from Estadio Nacional de Football in Managua, Nicaragua. Josh Toll with you this evening, and we'll see if we get any subs here to begin the second half. And it looks like we will have one substitution come on, and Inez Navarrete will come on for Nicaragua. Navarrete playing for Juventus FC. And now just waiting for the go-ahead from Sandra Benitez. So let's see what Navarrete can do up top for Nicaragua as they search for that first goal, as they want to find that equalizer, as Munguia will come off. Munguia had an opportunity in that opening half as this is played in, tipped on, but off target. Great start there for Guatemala. So Guatemala looking for an early goal to begin this second half. Nice ball over the top for the back post. Played out by Nicaragua. And now the high schooler, Dina Polanco, will come over to the corner. Polanco drives it to the spot. Flicked up, flipped back. Good effort there by Guatemala, but nothing to show for it. And now looking at counter is Navarrete, who just checked on, getting her first touch of the game. Navarrete gets by one defender. Lalta going back to Navarrete, maybe an opportunity here for Nicaragua. Towards the end line, corner coming for Nicaragua. Right in front of the home fans. So Amelie Molina will play this over. As the blue and white look to get on the scoreboard. Headed off target. Good look there by Cervantes, but couldn't pivot fast enough to whip her head to get a chance to get that shot on target. Ortiz trying to get back defensively. Ortiz is going to be outrun for the moment. Behind Gonzalez, that's going to be blocked aside. Hit the backside of Rivera. Long distance. Look at that ball. Got by Gonzalez. Then hit Rivera in the back. Ortiz having her issues right now to begin the second half. Not what we saw in the first half from Ashlyn Ortiz. Lone goal in the 19th minute of the first half. Karen Gonzalez scoring it. Rosh also had a chance, a real good one, but offside for Nicaragua. Otherwise, this game could be level. Again, every team that has fell today has not scored. Nicaragua looking for an equalizer. We have yet to see a draw in any of the groups here in this group stage of qualification. See if that changes here this evening. Gonzalez, nice slip ball. Contreras. Rivera once again there for Nicaragua, doing enough, and she is down. Good ball right there. You see Rivera, she collides with Contreras. Rivera gets the worst of it. Just the one sub Navarrete for Nicaragua. We have yet to see a sub for Guatemala. You can see Rivera there pointing at the quad. Here's the collision again. So she grabs that right leg immediately as the two players got tangled up. Might be one of those ones, just the impact hitting the ground. Really what's hurting Rivera more than anything at the moment, as she is able to be helped up. Good to see her walk off there. You have to think she'll get looked at for a second or two and be right back on the field. Molina getting the foul. And a quick start here for Nicaragua. Navarrete, little chip over. Navarrete being innovative right there. Little step over now. Navarrete poked away. Still there's Molina trying to get to Ortiz there as well. Body's falling. Ball still loose. Now falling on top of is Quinones. Villalta gets an opportunity here, but look at Navarrete, the effort on the inline. Playing across, punched away. Garage nearly got that with her head. Then she goes down to the ground. Then Villalta takes a shot, hits off a player, and finally Quinones able to cover up the ball. Little chaos right there, and Quinones now is down on the ground. This could change everything if Quinones has to come out. She's had a splendid game so far. Michelle Carlos, the backup goalkeeper. Not sure where it happened for Quinones. Oh, there, she might have got kicked in the knee by Molina. That could be it. So, Andrea Quinones getting looked at there on the field. In this game being held at Estadio Nacional de Football in Managua, Nicaragua. Group E and Group F being held here. Look at 27 teams vying for berths into the championship. Winner of each group advanced to the U20 championship to join USA and Mexico from May 24th through June 3rd in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. So Quinones is good to go, and we'll restart. Luckily that went out of play. It looked like Ortiz just used her hand, but she saw it go out. Ortiz unable to keep that in. Cervantes playing back to midfield. Villalta wins the ball back for Nicaragua. Navarrete trying to bring it back to her left, and she is tripped up, clipped on the play. And a free kick coming here for Nicaragua. Navarrete, here you see just barely clipped on the play right there by Olayo. Now let's see what Nicaragua can do on this set piece. It'll be Amelie Molina taking the kick. Near post and punched away in a corner now coming for Nicaragua. Good reaction right there by Quiones. Molina trying to bend that just in the near post. Quiones able to get out there and punch it away. Cervantes gets by a couple different players. Long range shot. Oh! Top right corner for Mejia. And we are even at 1. Talk about a big moment there for Mejia in the 56th minute. This is an absolute strike from distance by Mejia. Ball bouncing around. Aria Mejia just hits it with the left foot right off the hop. Beautiful strike. Quiones full tilt effort. Just can't get high enough to make the save. Now let's see what happens here as the tides have turned in the favor of Nicaragua. You look at the instant impact Inez Navarrete has made here for Nicaragua, earning that free kick, ultimately getting the corner off the save, and then ball bouncing around, comes to the foot of the defender, Mejia, and she's able to slot it in the upper 90. And here is Mejia again. Cervantes, Lottle, Grosh. And let's see if we get another corner here. We will. So Nicaragua hoping to maybe get their first lead of the game. Cervantes. Flicked on. Ball still loose. Nicaragua controlling. Cervantes going back post, and Quiones getting up to get that. Navarrete was making a run for that back post. A little bit more confidence here in the second half for Nicaragua. Not like they were lacking it there in the first. If Quiones doesn't get that, well, Navarrete might have a goal. Flick back. Quiones well out. She stuttered to get that ball. Nearly thought about retreating. Did the smart thing, though, and continued running up to play that ball forward. So right now, a little momentum switch in favor of Nicaragua. Amaya, no one there. Amaya back in the circle. Cervantes. Lotta plays it out near side. Rivera. Navarrete. Rivera continuing her run. Navarrete, bring it to her left. Crowd liking that nutmeg. There's the goal scorer playing it back on the touchline. Mejia with the strike of the night so far. Look at two very different goals. For Gonzalez, it was very much on a nice slip ball where Gonzalez was able to get behind the back line of Nicaragua. And meanwhile, for Mejia coming off a corner from outside of the area with a left-footed rocket to the corner. Navarrete once again winning the ball back for Nicaragua, and she's taken to the ground. And we might have our second booking of the game. Sarah Cruz was booked in the first half, and this will be a card for Jamiri Mavet. Navarrete making things difficult for Guatemala here. Since subbing on, Molina will step aside. And here's the goal scorer, Mejia. And now we'll have another substitution. Daniela Manzanares will come in, and she'll replace Molina. So now Manzanares will get 30 minutes of play. Good 60 minutes there by Molina. She was active. Very physical as well out there on the field. Mejia looking for an inward swinging ball. Well, that somehow got by all the Nicaraguan players. 4 of them, in fact. Rosh working her way down. Rosh tripped up. The referee, Sandra Benitez, seeing that one clearly, says no, no foul. Near giveaway there by Guatemala. Guatemala here looking out of sorts in the second half. Very composed in the opening 45 minutes of play. But right now, a little bit of pressure by Nicaragua. Reynoso. Lotto plays it high into the night. Mejia got the goal in the 56th minute for Nicaragua. Karen Gonzalez in the 19th minute for Guatemala. 2 yellow cards, both going to Guatemala, and Cruz and Mavet. Good defensive stop right there by Guatemala. Let's see if they can do anything here on the counter. Striding up the field is Mavet. Now unable to clear it there at the moment was Cruz. And now it will be sent out to the touchline by Calero, the captain. Flauta. Soto unable to bring it down, and maybe a chance here on the missed touch. Navarrete fighting through the pressure. And what a strike there. And you look at it, it's the 2 subs that have come on and made an impact here for Nicaragua in the second half, as Daniela Manzanares gets the second goal, and Nicaragua has taken the lead in the 64th minute. Well, you look at the turn of events, Navarrete finding Manzanares with the left foot from 19 yards out. Just gets it on the turn, Doesn't even think she knows exactly what she wants to do. Quinones diving, trying to make the stop, unable to do so. Here's going to be a great look. Maybe a little shield even there from the defender. But Navarrete, impact, earning the free kick, ultimately leading to the first goal by Mejia. Then you look at that one. Navarrete starting, getting the assist to Manzanares with a beautiful left-footed ball just on the turn. When you look at Manzanares, she just came on at the 60th minute, so 5 minutes ago. So well-timed substitutions by head coach Jennifer Fernandez. And really seeing a change in this game here in the second 45 minutes. Guatemala, though, still plenty of time. They just need to get back to what they were doing in the opening 45 minutes. Being calm, being collected, completing their passes, building up, attacking the back line when needed, see if they can split the center backs again. They did that a couple different times in that opening 45 minutes. We see them here in the second half play more on the width. So let's see if they try to get back to playing down the middle. Great chance here coming for Sarasota and company, though, on this corner. First corner in the second half for Guatemala. A chance for an equalizer. First game today where both teams have scored. Soto almost able to beat Mejia to the ball. But you look at these goals in the second half, 56th minute and 64th minute for Nicaragua. Go back to the first half, a goal called off due to offside by Garrosh. Had another opportunity in the first half. Manguia sent a slicer outside. Right now, a quiet second half for Guatemala in terms of getting into the final third. They've been playing on their heels a little bit, and it's shown. They've yet to make a sub as well. Again, you go back to the two subs for Nicaragua tonight. They've had the most impact so far. Rosh overlapping is Ortiz. That's where she goes. Ortiz trying to go through two defenders. Back to Garrosh. She's tripped up, and this will garner a whistle. Cervantes will play it in for Nicaragua. Blue and white looking for a third goal. To the spot. And a corner now for Nicaragua. They're coming up from that center back position for Nicaragua, getting into the area. That one's going to be headed in. 3 straight goals here in the second half for Nicaragua as they now have a 2-goal lead. 2 goals coming off corners here tonight for Nicaragua. Fans in attendance loving this second half for their home side. This is going to be an own goal there as it goes off the head of Olayo. So Olayo gets in the way, trying to head it, trying to get it on the left side of the near post. Frustrating moment there for Olayo with the own goal. But you look at that own goal coming from the pressure of Nicaragua, putting Guatemala in a bad place on the field, forcing the free kick originally. Ultimately, that would lead to a corner kick, and then you get the own goal. Look at 20 minutes remaining as well. And you have to wonder what subs are we going to see here from Guatemala as they look to get back in this, a game that they led going into the dressing room. In fact, they led for the first 10 minutes of the second half before we saw our first goal from Mejia. 3 straight goals here by Nicaragua in the second half in the span of 25 minutes. Yes, one of those an own goal for Guatemala. But right now, Nicaragua here in the second half, the better team creating chances. Let's see if Gonzalez can get things going here, get a little momentum. All you need is that one goal to give yourself that little boost of energy, as now we will have the subs come in. So Franco will come in for Soto. Vargas will also come in, and Contreras will come out. Didn't say too much of Contreras' name tonight. So you look at Vargas, an attacking player, coming in. And now Dina Polanco will put this ball in play. We're going for goal there, but you look at Garcia. Garcia was well on the end line. I don't know if she was hoping that one of her players would run up and she was thinking she could catch Garcia offline. I think that's one that she would like to have back. At least try to get a pass to one of your teammates. As Vargas gets her first touch. Played out, but brought down by Nicaragua. Good job there by Rivera. Cervantes. Solid game for her in the midfield. Gets on the return from Mejia. Goes to Navarrete. Playing out wide to Rivera. Rivera. Vargas with her. Rivera. Crossing back post. Oh, what a goal that could have been for Nicaragua. It was Manzanares looking for her second goal of the game. Coming out was Quiones, and all Manzanares had to do was get that on target. Rivera. Rivera down. She was down earlier as well. Gonzalez. So we'll come back as Rivera was down behind. There, she's knocked over by Vargas. It just looks like she lands funny on her knee. So teams to the sideline to get some water. Rivera, she's going to have some bruises after this game. Both teams have used 2 substitutions. Guatemala hoping they get from their subs what Nicaragua got, and that's instant impact. And Zanares with a goal, assisted by Navarrete. You go back to the Mejia goal that was set up by the effort of Navarrete. Mejia with a long strike. You look at this game, 2 left-footed goals for Nicaragua from Mejia and Manzanares. Then you have the own goal on the corner by Olayo. Karen Gonzalez got things going in the 19th minute for Guatemala. Things began to unravel here in the second half for the Guatemalans. Great crowd out here in the capital city of Managua, Nicaragua. Groups E and F playing group play here. Costa Rica got the win in the game earlier against Belize by a score of 13-0. This one, not the blowout that we saw. Elif Velasquez now will come in. She's going to have to wait a moment. Mayat, the captain. Mejia, the goal scorer, or at least the first goal scorer. Villalta goes inside, but gives the ball away. Amaya will play it to Vargas. Right now, too, you look at Nicaragua playing with a player down. If Guatemala can take advantage of this, that would be huge. Just ushering the ball back is Calero, allowing Vargas to get to the ball. And then you get the hard challenge by Calero. Free kick now coming for Guatemala. This is just what they needed. I don't know why Calero didn't play that out. But now we will have a substitution, and Velasquez will come on for Katrina Rivera. So Rivera heads off with the injury. But you look at just ushering this back is Calero, and then she commits the foul. She should have just played it out, played it inward, allowed her team to reset. Yes, now they got the sub on, but you look at the position you just put your team in the defensive third. This is a great chance here for Guatemala to get one goal back. Let's see what Amaya and company has drawn up. Amaya, near post. She wanted to sneak that one in. Well, we saw that happen in the first game on a free kick. Now Cervantes will step out at a Real Esteli FC. Perla Garage also playing at Real Esteli FC along with Mejia and Zanaris as well. So you look at these club teams and teammates just able to build that chemistry on and off the field, and then of course take it to their respective countries' national teams here in the U20s. Now another sub here for Guatemala. Godoy will come in, and off will come Polanco. See what Ximena Godoy can do. Franco after stepping on. Gonzalez. Ortiz striding for the ball, gets there first. Played out wide now. Little spin on that, allowing Ortiz to get to the ball first. Just over 10 minutes remains as Nicaragua leads Guatemala by a score of 3-1. Josh Toll with you this evening at Estadio Nacional de Football in Managua, Nicaragua. Final game of the evening here in Group F. Much different looking game here in the second one than what we saw in the first, that's for sure. Franco. Velasquez. See if Vargas can put some pressure on Villalta. Villalta dropping further back. We saw her moving up on the field in that first half, but with the changes, she's now really at that right back position, staying back defensively. Cervantes gets a little bit under that. We have another player down for Nicaragua in the circle. We saw Katrina Rivera go off with an injury. And our referee, Sandra Benitez, already calling to the sideline as Garage is the player down. So you have to think Guatemala, if they can get one back, they're going to have a good amount of stoppage time to possibly find an equalizer if they can't find it in the 90 minutes of play. So Garage being stretched out. You're hoping that's all it is just a little stretching needed for maybe a cramp. Then you look at this Concacaf Women's U20 Championship qualifying as it continues here into day 2. 27 teams are vying for 6 berths into the championship. Winners of each group advance to the U20 Championship to join USA and Mexico from May 24th through June 3rd in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Of course, the goal ultimately, if you're one of the top 3 finishers in the championship, you get those bids into the FIFA U20 World Cup next year. First place, second place, and third place will move on. Groups A through F in this. 3 different sites. This one, Managua, Nicaragua. Only game today where both sides scored. Still have yet to see multiple goals from a losing team so far in these opening 2 days. That's the thing, these teams, when they score, they get ahead. They lock down their defense. They make things as difficult as possible. Guatemala with very little opportunities here in the second half. Navarrete, she's been so influential since she has checked on as a sub to begin the second half. Her and Manzanares, really the difference makers here tonight for Nicaragua. Godoy looking for Gonzalez. Mejia, who had the first goal, she's getting stretched out now. Great to see the crowd out here in attendance. Seen fans throughout the day for these respective countries, but by far the most tonight for Nicaragua. Navarrete loses her footing. Cervantes able to avoid Godoy for the moment. Now she's tripped up on the far touchline. 2 yellow cards handed out in this game. Both to Guatemala, Sarah Cruz and Mavette. We see Godoy, clear push. Cervantes, though, able to get up. She'll be the player that takes this kick, as we now have a little bit more than 5 minutes remaining. Zenith Lopez gets ready to check in. 2 more subs still available for both these sides. We'll see who Lopez comes in for here in just a matter of moments. Cervantes to the top of the area. Hit up by Garage. Velasquez. Mejia. Now a chance here for Guatemala on the run. Franco Waiting for some reinforcement. Long ball here. Maya wasting away an opportunity right there. You're 40 yards out. You have numbers ahead. You have players to the left and right as well as the center of you. Play that to the outside. Play that up the middle. You just gave the ball right back to Garcia, and then you allowed her to smother the ball to milk some of the clock there. That'll be a learning moment when they look back at that one. Don't give Nicaragua any freebies. Navarrete into the circle. Mejia plays it near side. Good job right there by the captain, Mavette. Mavette charging up and back to intercept the pass is Vlado. And a foul, though, in the process. So here's Mavette. She's going to be fouled there by Mejia. You can see a clear foul by Mejia. Now Lopez will check in for Mejia. So Mejia commits the foul and she'll come off, but she does have the goal. Beautiful goal that she had for the first one here in the second half for Nicaragua. Came out about 20 yards out, hit it with the left foot. Nothing but the top right corner. Maya. Godoy plays it back to midfield. Chamale out wide. Amaya. Perla. Godoy. The giveaway by Godoy. Garage. Looking to play it forward. She wanted to connect with Manzanares. Navarrete gets the ball back for Nicaragua. Trying to run to a little bit of room. Velasquez. Bring it back to her left foot, but gives the ball up in the process. Cervantes. Lotto calling for the ball, receives it, gets by Vargas. Lalta once again sidesteps Vargas. To the 6, and coming out as Quinones makes the catch. Lurking in the area, trying to get there, was Manzanares, who already has the goal. Haven't seen Villado go up much here in the second half, but that time doing a great job trying to find Manzanares at the top of the 6-yard box. If she's able to get that ball by Quinones, Manzanares is going to have an easy second goal. Guatemala will take on Belize on Monday, 6 p.m. Meanwhile, for Nicaragua, they will not play again until Wednesday. Wednesday, they will also take on Belize. That will be at 9 p.m. All games here in Managua. Reynoso plays it forward. Look at right now, Franco and Guatemala just settling for long-range shots. They need to be more dangerous in the area, give themselves chances to get closer, to try to get a better shot on Garcia. See, she spills it and gets a rebound. If you are going to take these long-range shots, you got to be sure that you get enough power and pace behind the attempts. Lalta plays it inside, but intercepted by Guatemala. See if they can take an advantage. Vargas. Franco. '90th minute here as Nicaragua looks for their first 3 points here in qualification. Guatemala just looking to get that second goal right now to give themselves an opportunity here. We'll see how much stoppage time we'll have added on. I have to think it's going to be around 5 minutes or so.
Ay, va pues. No me la bote, pues no la va a botar.
Damas y caballeros, atención, por favor. Se agrega 4 minutos al segundo tiempo.
4 minutes in total of stoppage time. Vargas crosses the equator. Vargas going right at the shoulder of Calero, but Calero doing a good job on that tackle. Amaya. Want to play that inside on the pass try. Much quieter second half for Gonzalez, the goal scorer of Guatemala. The giveaway here by Nicaragua. Let's see if Guatemala can take advantage. Chamale will play it in. The old cliche goes, there is no worse lead than a 2-goal lead. Let's see if that plays true, or if Nicaragua can hold on to this 2-goal lead. We have another player down, and it's Ashlyn Ortiz. And Guatemala is going to play this in. They're going to take advantage of the opportunity. And now the referee will stop it. Ortiz has been bounding up and down that left wing all game. Still a chance here for Guatemala. Ortiz helped up. You can see her just, she went down the ground as that throw went out. And now Ortiz up and running. Guatemala looking for a goal here in stoppage time. Looping ball. Sent away by Nicaragua. Godoy battling with Ortiz. Leo. An unfortunate moment for her with that own goal. Maybe this game would be 2-1 if that doesn't happen. Perla looking for Gonzalez. And Garcia once again just will let time run out. You have to think she's just going to kick this ball away, and that could be the final whistle. Letting some more time run out, and now she will send it away. Navarrete knocked off the ball. And there is a foul committed by Guatemala. So you have to think maybe now this will be the last one. Chance for Nicaragua possibly get a fourth goal. not see the aggressiveness that we saw from Guatemala in the first half here in the second half. Manzanares scored the second goal for Nicaragua. Going back post. And there is the final whistle, and Nicaragua will get their first win here in Group F play as they get the victory 3-1 over Nicaragua, over Guatemala. Guatemala very much in this game against Nicaragua, but really a tale of two halves for the Guatemalans. We're not as aggressive in the second half, and it showed Nicaragua. They made a couple subs, and it paid off dividends. We'll have highlights when we return here between Nicaragua and Guatemala. Great way to end the night here after 90 minutes of play in Group F between Guatemala and Nicaragua. Here you would have a chance, but getting on top of the ball was Quinones before Garage could get to it. Garage here just behind the back line, but offside flag would come up. What looked like a goal there for Nicaragua, denied with the offside flag. And that's when Guatemala would start to take advantage here in this game. Nicaragua would have another opportunity. Blottle near post right there, but can't get to the ball, and here's going to be the goal for Karen Gonzalez. A nice little dump-off pass, and Gonzalez, no doubt about it. Look at the pace behind this shot by Gonzalez. She knew exactly where she wanted to go, and she absolutely finishes with that goal right there. That goal coming in the 19th minute for Guatemala. It would be their lone goal in this game. They just would not have enough steam going forward after that goal. But happiness on the sidelines of Guatemala there in the first half, but it was not enough. Here you have the slicing shot attempt by Munguia. Munguia with a good look there. That would end the first half, and then things would turn over in favor of Nicaragua in the second half. Nicaragua getting on the scoreboard early. Guatemala there, you have a great opportunity by Contreras, but unable to get it on target. Ultimately gets the corner. Here a nice little slip ball through, but right in the perfect spot was Garcias to deny Contreras once again. Navarrete, she would be an impactful player off the bench here. She crosses it over. Ball loose, comes to Molina, bounces around, still loose. Vlato gets it up in the air, and then diving on top of it is Quinones to cover up the ball. Dangerous chance right there. Here, Molina sends it near post, punched away by Quinones. Great job there. Quinones seeing that one all the way through. And here on the corner, ball would slip through. It would come out on the deflection, and then Mejia with the left foot, 20 yards out, nothing but top right corner. Beautiful goal from the defender, Mejia. No doubt about that left-footed shot by Mejia. Great look right there. Quinones guessed right, but could not get tall enough to make the save. And that would be the first of 3 goals for Nicaragua here in the second half. That goal coming in the 56th minute. And we talked about the substitutions playing a factor. Well, here, Navarrete being a pest right there in front of goal. Quinones having to make the save. Here, Navarrete dropping it off, and it's going to be Daniela Manzanares who gets the second goal of the game for Nicaragua. The two subs connecting. Assist by Navarrete. The finish right there by Manzanares as she goes left corner, gets us by Quinones. Nothing the keeper could do to stop this one. A little shield here by the defender as well in Chamale, but still that was the perfect picked out spot by Manzanares. Nicaragua would take the lead, 2 straight goals there in the opening 20 minutes of play of the second half, and here's where you would have the own goal. Trying to get back in position was Olayo, trying to just knock it out past the end line, but unfortunately for her, it goes inside the near post, and that would be the third and final goal that Nicaragua would need to take down Guatemala. An upsetting moment there for Olayo. Did everything right, just could not get that ball outside and across the end line. But Nicaragua, they did not let go. You look there, Manzanares get her ahead to it, but can't direct it on frame. You have to think right there, she gets that. That's going to be a brace for her. But this game clearly won by Nicaragua in the second half. They were the better team in the second 45 minutes of play as they get the win 3-1 over Guatemala. You look at the standings now here. Costa Rica in that top spot, goal differential, 13 goals. They did not allow a goal in their game against Belize. Meanwhile, Nicaragua right behind them as they get the win tonight against Guatemala. Belize in that last spot, allowing those 13 goals. But what a game for the host team in Nicaragua as they get the win 3-1 tonight. And for this CONCACAF crew, I am Josh Toll saying thank you for tuning in and good night.